Hey guys, doing a quick walkthrough of this 1977 Chevy truck I'm going to have up for sale. Just got done with the test drive. Runs and drives good. Just make this a quick, everybody can kind of see it. This thing is really stock. Everything is pretty much as it was originally. A few things here or there. Nothing too major, really stock. Still has all the original trim and pieces, original giant mirrors, all the lights work. Grill's actually in good shape except for this piece right here, but I have a new piece that can go with that. It's missing this trim piece here, but LMC Truck sells those and they're not too expensive. Bumper has a little bit of a little ding right there, and looks like it kind of got a ding right there, but nothing too crazy. This side, kind of the same condition. No major dents in it. It's got a little bit of surface rust right here. The hood is pretty good. It's not folded. Looks like somebody had it's got kind of a rough paint job on it. A little bit of a spot here someone tried to fix with some Bondo, not very good. But it's not too big of a dent. This side, same thing in the back. Got old school mud train, BF Goodrich mud trains on them. They've got a little bit of tread. They're not weather checked at all. Probably they drive down the road just fine. They're gonna probably, I don't know how long they would last, but they'll go a little ways. No giant dents on this side. A couple little dings like this. Trim's in actually pretty good shape. Tailgate, tailgate's pretty much like how they always are. This one, bumper's in really good shape. It's not beat up, bent. It's wired for trailer brake stuff. It's got the hitch already welded in there. Bumper, or the tailgate, it's pretty beat up. It's gonna need a new tailgate. Inside of the bed, lots of surface rust. This is a little bit crunchy. They're not coming through though. There was one spot over on this side that does have, I'll show it to you real quick. Right there, if you can see that. The other side's actually really good. There's a dent, if you can see in the video back there. There's a dent on the bed right there. I think you could pull that out pretty easily though. This side, there's a dent right here. A little bit of a, I would call that a dent, I guess. Little dings here and there. For some reason this side got a little more beat up than the driver's side. There's a dent right there under the door. Right there. Other than that, it's pretty clean. Let's take a look at the hood here, under the hood. There it is. Sorry about the video, I'm trying to do this by myself. There's got a small block 400 in it, all stock. One thing not stock in this is it's got a Holley manifold, and it's missing the AC compressor, but still has the jack. Everything's all original, had cruise control, all the stuff for the trailer brakes. Runs good, fires up, goes good. The hood has a little bit of rust under it right there. Is probably the worst spot. It's not all the way through, but I would say it's all the way through right there. I mean, you can't notice if the hood's closed, but there it is right there. And then it has lots of surface rust on it, nothing rusted through. This side looks really good. Fender well, core support all solid. This side over here, core support's actually good, but this fender well is rusted out right here, and then right where the battery tray's at, which is really common on these guys. Oh, that's under the hood there. We'll fire it up here in a minute. Just want to go through the rust real quick. It is a 42-year-old truck, so it does have a little bit of rust. This side is actually really good. The rockers on this side are really good, but right there, it's got a rust hole right here. It's not all the way through, so I think that inner is probably holding up. The door right here is actually really good. Nice solid door here. The panels, they're a little sun-baked right here. Got a couple little scratches in it. They're not perfect, but they're, I mean, more than serviceable. This window, it rolls up, but not the greatest. Kind of have to help it a little bit. Dash, it's done. But rest of the interior, all the parts are here. Even comes with a free hat, I'll tell you. Everything is good. Even that light works. I had to tape the seat up. It was pretty tore up, so it's going to need a new seat cover. Steering wheel is good. All the controls work. Steering wheel lock works. Tilt works. AC controls work. Somebody put in an aftermarket radio, so it was, you know, cut right here to accommodate that. The tank seems to work. The switch, left side works fine. That's the side I've been using. The right hand side, I flipped it over. It said it was full. I don't really know, but it looks like the selector valve down there is pretty new. So take it what it is. That's the interior. It's a full-time four-wheel drive vehicle, so it has the 203 transfer case. Seems to shift in and out of four-wheel drive, you know, the different speeds just fine. Brake controller. Oh yeah, there was a, right here, there's a hole you can put your finger through. So I'll crawl under the truck here in a minute, kind of go through that stuff. But doors close pretty good. I mean, probably. That side actually closes really good. This side might need a new hinge. It's kind of a little bit wobbly, but it still closes pretty good actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just fine. This side needs a rocker. That rocker is shot, and this door right there, it's pretty rusty right there. You can see. The bottom of the door actually is pretty good, but just right there. I know you can buy it from LMC again. You can buy this whole bottom side of the door if you wanted to. I like this truck because, I mean, it's just totally stock. I mean, there's not even speakers in the door. Everything's all here. All the pieces are here. And it just, I mean, it has a little bit of rust, but nothing crazy. You know, car under here and see. There's that rocker. All the cap supports are, you know, solid. Those are the hard ones to fix. Oh. It's got new exhaust. It does leak a little bit of oil. A little drop there. You can see it just leaked a tiny bit there. Yeah, it's a classic old school Chevy motor. I think they all leak like that. That's the amount that it leaked. Let's see if I can zoom out and see it there. It's that little puddle right there. Under here, kind of see fender looks pretty good. All the supports look good on that side. Oh. Not too. Try to get this good because if I was buying a truck, I'd want to make sure the bottom side looks good. There's that hole. It's in the, yeah, right there in the back. There's on the floorboards, and then the other one has the hole in it. It's right up there. So it's going to need a patch right here and one on the front. And I think that's the only spot on the floor. Just two tiny little patches. Should be pretty easy. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Back here. Sorry about the video. I'm trying not to make a giant. Looks like it needs a wheel seal on this on the back here. It looks like it's a little greasy. Those are easy to fix and cheap, and if I get enough time, I'll do it. If not, then they're not hard to fix. There's that one. Pretty clean under here. Tranny doesn't look like it leaks anything. It seemed like it shifted forward. When I checked the tranny fluid, it did seem really dirty. Probably needs a change. I'm not sure. But yeah, there it is. Let's go fire it up. I think I crawled over enough. I don't want to make this video too long. That gets boring. Try not to make everybody dizzy. Sounds awesome. It's got a small block 400 in it, which is one of my favorites. I think that's a great motor. Nice and torquey. Still has exhaust manifolds on it. I did notice in the morning, I don't think the choke works that great. It takes, I mean, literally takes like 10 or 20 seconds for it to warm up before you don't have to hold your foot on the gas. That's about it though. And once it's warm, it just fires up and runs just fine. I had to replace the starter. Starter was shot. Other than that, it looks like someone's replaced a lot of stuff in here. Fuel pump. These look new. Like I said, it runs and drives fine. The video we just shot shows that. Yeah, it's just an old school classic Chevy truck. Very cool. Hard to find them when they're super stock like this. You know, the 400. This one's a 3/4 ton. You know, a little bit of work, it would be really, really, really nice. Or just leave it as it is and drive around like this. I mean, it's perfectly drivable just the way it is. I've probably put 30 miles on it since I've had it. I don't drive it. I've got that other truck over there. But yeah, there it is.